Most swimmers think butterfly is pain. The arms burn, the legs cramp, the rhythm feels like a battle. And if you're honest, sometimes it feels like you're just surviving at 50 meters instead of swimming it. But here's the truth nobody tells you: butterfly doesn't have to feel like you're drowning. It's not about muscling through with your arms, it's not about thrashing your legs. The secret to powerful, forward moving butterfly is your head down, chest pressing, rhythm driving you forward. When your head stays down and forward and your chest presses into the water, your hips pop, your rhythm flows, and suddenly butterfly stops being chaos. It becomes a wave. And today I'm going to take you inside the real keys to unlock it, with drills, timing cues, and body connections that will change how you feel every time you swim fly. But before we dive in, you should know who I am so you understand where this all comes from. I'm Coach Chris, 20 years grinding laps at national level, learning the hard way what works and what doesn't in this sport. And for the last 20 years, I've coached swimmers of every level, from young kids dreaming of finals to seniors chasing sectionals and junior national cuts to masters who refuse to let age steal their speed. I've studied and learned from legends like Bob Bowman, Ted DeSarbo, David Marsh, Mike Bottom, and Herbie Bean. But I've seen one thing again and again: the swimmers who master butterfly rhythm, the chest, hips, timing, not only swim faster, they swim with a little bit more joy than everyone else. That's what this channel, Between the Laps, is about: teaching you the secrets that aren't secrets at all. They're just often overlooked. And today, we're going to fix your butterfly. Butterfly isn't two arms pulling water, it's one wave flowing through your body. Think about it like surfing. Your head sets the line, your chest presses into the water like the surfboard, cutting down the face of a wave, and your hips pop up behind you like the tail lifting. If the head pops up, the wave dies. If the chest doesn't press, the hips stay flat. And when the hips don't rise, the whole stroke turns into a fight. So here's your mantra: head down, chest forward. Not down and stuck, not chest smashing, forward, driving the wave. And here's where I see swimmers get it wrong: they slip into what I call the whale butterfly. It looks smooth, sure, but it's the wrong kind of flow that we're looking for. The hands catch water, but then the chest follows. The hips follow, the legs follow, and all of a sudden you're down deep into the pool. Everything's chasing the hands. It's like watching a humpback whale lumbering through the ocean. There's movement, there's flow, and there's zero rhythm, zero power. The body just is rolling instead of snapping. Real butterfly rhythm is the opposite. The chest presses to drive the hips up, not just to flow with the hands. The hips rise to snap the legs, not trail like an afterthought. That's where the power and the speed live. So before we get into the drills, lock this in. Head down, chest forward, no whale butterfly. Butterfly is not about chasing your hands. It's about creating rhythm from your chest and your hips. So the first drill I want to talk about includes putting a snorkel on, hands on your thighs, and doing butterfly kick. This strips away everything. No arms, no distractions, just chest press, hips rising, and your rhythm. This helps force your chest to press naturally to drive the hips up, builds connection between chest motion and the hip lift. And the snorkel, it keeps the head locked down and forward. No cheating with a breath. You want to imagine your chest like a trampoline. Push down, hips pop up. Push down, hips pop up. When swimmers first do this drill, they realize how much their head has been popping up to breathe, changing the rhythm of their stroke. Lock it down with that snorkel, and the rhythm feels smoother instantaneously. Next, keep your butterfly kick, obviously. Press down on two kickboards out in front with the arms straight with a slight bend in the elbow, shoulder width apart, boards under your hands. Press them down into the water as you kick. The boards amplify your chest press. You start to realize how stiff you are in different parts of your body, where you need to work on that mobility. It also helps force you to feel forward motion from pressing down, not lifting up. And it teaches you to drive with the hips high through pressure, not through the arm pull. Think of the boards as airplane wings. Tilt them down, chest falls, hips rise. This drill gives swimmers a big aha moment. The chest press doesn't stall you, it helps propel you. Now, a variation on this drill is now removing those kickboards and replacing them with two paddles. The paddles are less buoyant, but they add a little bit more precision, a little bit closer to that final feel of the stroke. It helps force the subtle control of the chest press, increasing your feel for water pressure. It builds strength in the shoulders while ingraining the chest to hip rhythm. Imagine those paddles as part of your hand extensions. Press water forward and down, not straight down. Let the chest ride the wave. With the paddles, every mistake will show. If your chest press is mistimed, you'll sink or you'll stall. Nail it, and the rhythm hums. Now, taking this a step further, put the arms in an extended catch position. Remove the paddles, no kickboards, just bare bones. This helps teach forward reach with that chest press. It builds the timing, the chest down as the arms are extended, hips pop up as the kick drives. It connects the setup of the stroke with the body wave. You can imagine you're holding a bow, drawing tension, arms extended forward, chest pressing down, hips coil to strike. This drill ingrains this forward head down body line that makes butterfly look effortless instead of frantic. Now that we've got the rhythm source set up, we can move into the actual pull, the pull and the power phase. For this drill, you want to leave your snorkel on, keep your fins on if you were using them before, and now you want to think about the butterfly with a power pull down. No arm recovery, everything is staying in the water on this one. This helps build force into that chest press, the hip lift, and that kick sequence. It focuses all the energy into the forward drive without worrying about recovery timing. It helps strengthen that core to hip connection. Think of it like a dolphin tail. Down, up, snap. Chest presses, hips whip, and legs finish. Swimmers who struggle with rhythm find this drill teaches them to generate power without over relying on the recovery arms. Let's take this even further. As you can see, we're building on the progression here. That's what we're doing. Leaving that snorkel on, we want to do a full stroke. By having that snorkel on, we are removing the breath timing distraction. There's no getting your head stuck, getting it late into that catch. You're leaving the head down in that proper position. So we remove that timing distraction. The head locks into a neutral forward position where it should be when your head is down. It allows you to focus on the chest press, the hip rise, and the arm rhythm. Swim fly like a machine, head steady, chest pressing, hips snapping. This is one of my favorite tools for fixing swimmers who pop their head up every single stroke. The snorkel teaches discipline. Now, taking the final piece of this is full butterfly with paddles and that snorkel. The paddles help build catch strength. The snorkel removes that breath timing issues that we talked about before. And the combo forces the body to hold your head down, chest pressing, hips driving, and getting max effort into that catch. Imagine paddles as oversized tires gripping the road. Chest steers, hips power, and arms hold the line. This drill builds the complete chain, chest to hips to arms, all moving forward. Now let's talk about timing, the heartbeat of butterfly. Breathing is the biggest mistake most swimmers make. Lifting the head too early, that will kill the rhythm. Dropping the head too late, that will kill your rhythm. Correcting the timing on your breath happens as the arms finish the pull. Head lifts just enough right above the surface, then drives back down into the chest press. Not when your arms are already out in front of you. The chest and hips, they're dancing partners. The chest presses down, the hips rise up. Chest rises slightly, the hips drive down. They move together. And if they don't, you stall. If they alternate, you flow. Think of butterfly like a swing set. Chest is the push, hips are the swing. Push, swing, push, swing. That's rhythm. And here's where whale butterfly sneaks in. When the whole body just follows the hands, there's no push, no swing, just a rolling body like a humpback drifting forward. Flow? Yeah, you have that, but it's bad flow. There's no power to that flow. True butterfly rhythm is a snap, not a drift. Chest down, hips up, legs whip. That's the difference between looking like a whale and moving like a wave. So, why does this all matter? Why are we even talking about this? Because butterfly isn't about strength, it's about rhythm, connection, and flow. With the head down, the chest pressing, the hips rise, and the legs snap. That snorkel that we've been using for all those drills, it locks the head into the proper position, allowing you to build rhythm. The boards and paddles teach pressure and feel at the catch and how it relates to the rhythm of your stroke. That pull down fly, that power pull down, it builds forward drive. And the big one, you get no more whale butterfly because whale fly feels smooth, but it steals your power. It tricks you into thinking you've got flow when really you've lost your rhythm. Every drill points you towards the same truth. Butterfly isn't about following your hands, it's about letting your chest and hips trade energy. Like gear shifts in perfect sync. That's what makes butterfly feel fast, powerful, and efficient. It also makes it beautiful to watch. So here's the journey. Start with the hands on the thighs, just doing kick. Progress to the boards, then paddles, and then finally that catch position. Add the pull down fly for power. Layer in the snorkel and paddles for full stroke discipline. And always, 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 head down, chest forward, hips rising. Do this, and your butterfly stops being the struggle stroke. It becomes your weapon, your rhythm, your flow. Because when your chest and hips work in harmony, butterfly is no longer about survival. It's speed, it's art. If this resonated with you, let me help you even further. Join the Swim Accelerator for frameworks and private coaching. And if you're not ready for private coaching and taking it that far, then try our AI swim coach. It's like having me as your own personal coach without having to commit. I'll drop the links in the description below. Follow me on Instagram for daily swim insights. Until next time, I'll see you between the laps.